Nowadays, more and more people focus on their health, like what foods they need to take and some medicine which will cure their disease. I'm from China, so that I know a lot of knowledge of Chinese medicine, and I will talk about this. This is which highly trusted in our country, especially by the elders. But just like as I know, some Western medicine countries do not grow as many people or forgotten the existence of Chinese medicine. Firstly, I would talk about what this is because I think most of people will not know about this kind of things. Traditional Chinese medicine is based on such a text called 《黄帝内经》. This is a very old Chinese book. It includes various forms of herbal medicine, acupuncture, scalping therapy, massage. In Chinese, it's called China, and therapy. Chinese medicine is widely used in Chinese community. One of the basic principles is that body's qi circulate through China called meridians, which have a branch continue to the body's organs and functions. The most fundamental theory of Chinese medicine is the homology of medicine of food, with the goal of utilizing food as a means of achieving balance and hormone within body. Just like this is an example of Chinese medicine. Yeah, many food are both food and medicine, and food and medicine are equally capable of preventing and treating disease. In ancient primate society, people in the search for food in process of discovering a variety of food and drug taste and efficacy recognize that many food can be used medicinally, many drugs can also be eaten, and it is difficult to strictly distinguish between two. In the 黄帝内经, it says Chinese medicine are mostly natural medicines, include plants, animals, and minerals, and the food available for human consumption is always also derived from animals, plants, and some minerals in nature, because they all have the function of healing. So the boundary between medicine and food is not very clear. For example, in our nature, just like very common food, oranges, leg meat, walnuts, almonds, peppercorns, honey, which are both Chinese medicine with good curative effects and nutritions, and the tasty food that we often eat. Research in Chinese medicine has focused on higher prevalence diseases such as diabetes, hypertension, and cancer. In the case of hypertensive patients, for example, there's book about Ginter in formula, a very famous prescription, contains 11 commonly used herbs. This remedy have used widely used in China for things something associated with hypertension. Patients have also shown significant improvement of taking this formula. The composition of this medicine is a combination of different foods that have been boiled. A randomized study of a lot of great, like 1,000 people. Perceptions were essentially hypertension found in defense and predominate in the conception of patients with essentially hypertension. The study shows that traditional Chinese medicine nursing inventions in hypertensive patients can eventually alleviate in deficiency and like 97 hypertensive patients were randomly divided into 48 observation group and 49 control groups. The observation group was traditional Chinese medicine date nursing inventory, and the control group used conventional Western medicine nursing intervention. The results show that the effect rate of treatment in the observation was like and 93.75%, which have much higher than the 79.59 in the country group. And this research can easily shows how the Chinese traditional medicine to cure the hypertension. And next, I will talk about the integrating of high blood pressure, just like hypertension. This is the hypertension are just like a soup or just some home medicines can help us to cure it. Just like curry soup, it shows us how to make a curry soup in our home and just wash cut like 60 grams of curry and 60 grams of rice, add water and bring it all to boil. Like 15 to 20 minutes, we can make like this a very green soup in this picture, and they also shows some food that can help lower the blood pressure, such as the mushrooms, chestnuts, like this. In Chinese medicine, food is conceptualized in terms of both nutrition and function and can be used to treat disease. Like the four principles of food therapy in Chinese medicine include a light diet, balance the hot and cold property of food, harm of food flavors, and the quantity of dietary intake with different health conditions can be used to promote hypertension control. Food therapy emphasizes the therapeutic effect of food, taking into account the nature, taste, a function of the food of body's balance health for the optimal blood pressure control. Contralaterally suggests that food therapy is effective for blood pressure control and can be incorporated into blood pressure self-management in the Chinese population. And this is also how this graph just shows how the traditional Chinese medicine to help cure different disease, and in this graph it mostly shows also the hypertension one. It shows the stock BP and the stock BP decrease. The data was referenced with the result of chemistry of certain herbal medicines such as sublime blood converting cells showing some moderating effects. Herbal medicines of hypertension, like from the 10.5 and to the 7.9. These data are usually from published clinical study and may appear in medical journal of pharmaceutical studies, and the simple improvement this indication is used based on the subjective patient assessment, such as the percentage of relief of symptoms such as headache, dizziness, insomnia, and so on, and may come from questionnaires or clinical follow-up records. This part of data tend to demonstrate the patient's quality of life improvement after herbal intervention, and the next is reduce the effect of Western medicine. It's just reduce side effect. Data may be based on the trial comparison of combined Western and Chinese medicine treatments. Measuring the proportion of Western medicine does reduction in adverse effect. This is usually provided by observational study or randomized control trials. All in all, I think the traditional Chinese medicine can help people to improve our body health a lot. You just eat some food, and to know the homage of the medicine and food, just like the Huangdi Neijing says, food is always a part of medicine. Is always a part of food, like everything we we can see in the home, honey, walnuts, yes, also a principle of medicine.